You're watching a Titan Medical Center production. At Titan Medical Center, we provide expert care and personalized treatment nationwide. Titan's cutting-edge therapies and unparalleled medical services is what sets us apart. For more information about Titan Medical Center, call or text us today at 727-389-3220. You can always count on Titan Medical Center, your partner in optimal health nationwide. What's up, guys? Johnny from Titan, and we are on our way right now to go pick up NDO Champ from the airport. And you know what? Show him a little bit of Tampa. He's on a little layover. So Big Drew was like, hey, I want to go get a workout. I'm like, you know what? He's a Titan team member. I'm like, listen, let's get some content. Let's do a workout. So we'll see, and you guys are get to see everything behind the scenes and the final product. So let's go pick him up. I know Drew's ready to go get him, so let's roll. We are just pulling in Tampa International's entrance right now. We're about to pull up to the terminal to pick up NDO. You're here, baby. Big NDO is here. Wait for NDO. Oh! Look at it! Let's go! Let's go! Now it's on! Now it's on! Let's go, bro.
Hey. I go to the gym, man.
About to get it in.
Blend it up, blend it up, blend it up.
We are here, Tampa, Flex and Flow. Let's go.
Of keep driving. Come on. Come on. Huh? Every day it's a deposit. It's the two most important things that we on the planet we can't control. It's your time and change. Time and change. You cannot control it, but guess what? You gotta know how to manage it. A man's success is based on how he controls his time. In our time, we deposit muscle, 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 muscle.
What's up, guys? So we are here today at Titan headquarters. One of my good friends finally here, Jimmy Mentis.
And buddy.
Dude, how you doing?
I'm good, man. I'm good.
It's awesome.
Thank you for having me.
Of course, man. I appreciate you coming down here. And I know, we've been talking a long time. So, I mean, I guess you can kind of tell the story of how you got here. I mean, we've had a lot of history together over the years. Obviously, Jimmy's been, in the industry for a long time. He's, been there on the stage. He's been there behind the stage. He's been there with his own brands. He's done big things. Fellow Greek. So at this point, this puts a lot of...
That's where it connects.
That's a serious connection for us. So,
right.
At that point, it's really good to have you here, man.
Appreciate it, man.
I'm looking forward to everything,
It's been a long time coming.
It has been a long time coming.
First of all, you got an amazing facility.
Thank you, man.
I mean, it's just, and I'm sure I haven't toured the whole thing yet, but amazing facility. But it's been a long time coming. I mean, I remember when you came out doing business, was it 12, 13 years ago?
2012, yeah.
And I was like, okay, all right, I got to get with him. But you know how it is, the bodybuilding thing, right?
Yeah.
It's like, I know it all.
Yeah.
I could do this.
Yeah.
I could do this. And that's what I've been doing, right? Doing my own thing. And, back then we didn't have the internet. So now that we have the internet, you do a little this, a little that.
Right.
I can ask the question, right? So, but, I called you last week and I said, hey, I'm coming in to see you.
Yeah.
I thought it was time. I thought it was time for me to walk through this door and to get some direction. I mean, I'm 59,
yeah,
right? And at this point, I want to like stop the clock.
Right.
I'm done. I'm in 60.
Right.
So I want to be 59 for the rest of my life. So stop the clock, get some direction, because I know you know what you're doing. I mean, I know some of your clients, and they're like, they feel amazing.
Yeah.
And you know, like I say, when I walked in, I said, I'm here.
Right.
Do what you got to do.
Right.
So, you know, we did the blood work, and you know, and here we are, and it's been amazing. Like, you know, I came today, and you know, for the first official visit.
Yep.
And staff's really
Thank you.
good, man.
I
Really
appreciate
friendly. And you know what? They practice what they preach.
Absolutely. 100%.
You know?
Absolutely.
I mean, the nurse practitioner knew exactly the questions I was asking because she practiced what she preaches.
Of course.
Right? So,
of course.
So she understood the conversation. She understood the language, right? And me, being so many years in this industry, sometimes I don't think everybody knows what I know.
Right.
Not today.
Right.
Today I felt like a student. I felt like a patient.
Yeah.
Like I felt like, hey,
You're getting some good knowledge, right?
you know what you know,
Yeah.
but you know what? You don't know everything.
Right.
And today was really, really good for me.
That's
And
awesome.
I have to tell you, you know, I feel really comfortable, and thank you.
No,
Thank you.
I appreciate it, and you're so welcome. I love hearing the feedback about the providers. Obviously, listen, we want people that care for our patients. We care for our patients. We want to be like family, and you know, it's really important to me. And I know you've had a vast number of years of experience, you know, and doing a lot of different things, and especially back when you were doing it. Right, when you were competing back in the day and stuff like that, like obviously there was no internet. You know, you went to another guy and asked him what they were doing and try to get knowledge like that.
We mirrored it.
Right? And that's what it was. But there was still, the guy could tell you something totally off, try to throw you off too, you know? So, you know, nowadays it's obviously, you know, with the knowledge that we have, with all the different studies and all the different therapies that we offer, I mean, we can tremendously change the game.
Yeah.
Especially for somebody like you who's already had all this experience and done all these different things. And at this point, just looking to say, listen, I want to be dialed in. I want to feel my best. And I want to turn back the clock.
Right.
Right. I'm 59 years old, but you know what? I'm ready to go back down to 50 or feel like I'm at least 30. Right.
That's what it was.
And that's key.
It's what it was, because at some point, you know, because of the internet now, I get a lot of DMs. I get a lot of questions from guys over 50.
Yep.
And they're like, hey, man, what are you doing? How do you feel so good?
Yep.
And they did do it their way.
Yeah.
You know, it's like, I did it my way.
Right.
And you know what I'm talking about.
Of course.
So, and they're like, hey, man, where are you going? What are you doing? And the past week, I think I mentioned it, you know, before to you, this past week, they're like, you know, what are you doing? You know, because they know I'm getting ready for the Masters of Olympia, right? So they're like, you know, what are you doing to feel good and this and that? And I said, well, I got my blood work at Titan. I'm going to go in there and they're going to set me straight.
Right.
And I got to tell you, nine out of the 10 guys that I said that to, they're like, man, I need some direction too.
Wow.
My age.
Wow, yeah.
So you just imagine how many more people are out there that are just lost.
Right.
Right? Me. Right. My ego.
Right.
Right?
Well, you're not the average guy either.
You know, I walked through the door and I said, I need some direction.
Right.
Right? Even though I didn't know that I didn't know that much, which I think I know enough, I still learned so much, right? And I need that. And if I need that, I know there's so many other people, you know, out there at over 50, because right now, so the guys I've been talking to, right, the past week or two, and they're like, man, I need some direction.
Yeah.
And if they could just take that one step.
Yeah, it's literally that easy to call or text us and just to get going. I mean, like you said, they might not know all the options or everything that's offered these days, you know, because this is totally different as far as that goes. And what could benefit them maybe a little bit more than maybe what something they're doing by themselves. Right. And that's kind of where, you know, the blood work does come into play to really see what's going on inside, make sure everything's all dialed in and touched up. And then at that point, like picking whatever your goal is and whatever you're trying to achieve, you know, like we're going to get you ready for the stage, right? At 59, and you're going to kill it.
Absolutely.
Some people might not want that, and that's okay too. Whatever they're trying to achieve, like that's what we're here to cater to. As long as health's number one priority, let's get the aesthetics portion, let's get you feeling good, performing good, and doing what you do best. So.
Yeah, I think the basic thing is, because there are so many HRT clinics out there, right? people think that, let me go get blood work and let me see if I'm okay.
Right.
That's like
Right.
5% of it.
Yes.
You know,
I agree.
it's like, what are you doing with your blood work?
Right. Right.
You know, okay, there I'm a little high, I'm a little low, a little high here. Okay, I'll fix that. That's not the way it's done.
No, definitely
And
not.
I think, I don't want to put anybody else out there, but I think the people think it's just blood work.
Right.
Obviously, that's where it starts.
Right.
Starts.
Starts. Yeah.
And me too.
Yeah. That's just a map. Right?
Me too.
Where you go on that journey.
Me too. Right. And I'm relaxed.
I love it.
Yeah.
I love it.
Yeah.
I'm glad you're comfortable with us. That's a big thing for us too, right? Making sure you're comfortable. And at that point, getting you to where you want to go.
Yeah, man.
You know, I'm excited. So excited to have you part of the team too
Appreciate
as well.
it, man.
You know, I mean, you know, Team Titan is getting stronger and stronger, and we're all about quality and not quantity.
Yep.
And you can know that. You know, there's I think 2 handfuls, maybe people that are on the team officially that I would call official Team Titan members. And I'm proud and honored to have you as my
Appreciate
member.
it, man. Thank you so much.
100%.
Thank you.
So you guys, you all see this. You guys stay tuned because there's a lot of work coming and Titan's going to deliver. Watch. You'll see. Are you not happy with your body? When you look down, all you see is belly, or walk around and just jiggle? Well, TitanMedical Center has the answer for you. We might have some blood work done on you or prescribe a personalized regimen therapy package that will help you get the body that you've always wanted. That's right, slimming down, feeling good, looking good, and performing your very best. And when you look down, you won't see your belly no more. And how happy will you be? And your partner too. Call or text 727-389-3220 today.
Fit Check Friday with founder, owner, and CEO of Titan Medical Center, John Tsikouris.
Everybody wants to be the boss, but to be the boss, you gotta pay the cost. Don't be that person by the pool or beach that's wearing something they shouldn't be wearing. We all know who it is. You've probably seen them, or it might even be you. But don't worry, Titan Medical Center has a solution. We can put together a personalized regimen therapy plan that will help you look good, feel good, and perform your very best, with the ultimate goal of getting that beach or pool body that you've always wanted. So, get ahead of the game. Call or text today, 727-389-3220. AOD 9604. This peptide therapy is truly amazing. It's a 176 amino acid sequence out of the 191 that are in growth hormone. But don't worry, you won't get any of the negative effects from growth hormone, but you'll get all the positive effects for fat burning and weight loss. So if you're looking for a great option, this might be the therapy for you. All you have to do is call or text Titan Medical Center and say you want to learn more about AOD 9604 and how it can help you on your weight loss journey. It's that easy. Call or text today. All right, so we are off and on our way. Where are we going to today? We're just leaving the office and it's still early. We're heading over to the cardiologist. He's one of my buddies, and he's one of the best cardiologists I know. So we're gonna go over there and he's gonna run some testing on me and Sharisse. We are here. See the cardiologist, good friend, Jessel Popat. He's gonna run some tests on me and Sharisse to see how our heart is working today. Right now they're gonna do an EKG on me too, guys. So getting some extensive testing here just to make sure everything is good. Luckily I had no problems up to this point, so
Where's it go to?
it's just I want to be preventative. I want to make sure I don't have that occurrence. My dad's had heart attacks, he's got stents in him, like all kinds of stuff. Now guys, I'm all about diagnostic testing all the way around. Blood work, I usually check everything through Titan because we do blood work and all that. But there's certain things that we don't do that you still need to get checked up on. One is your heart. You wanna make sure your heart is good. You wanna make sure it's still, working like it should. Super cool, so we got more testing to do. So this is gonna continue on. So this is just part one of what we're really gonna show you guys. So I'm very interested to see how this goes. And you're gonna be coming along with me to see some of these tests. So you might need to do these tests in the future. And we'll see. And we'll see how my results come out. And we'll see how this testing goes too as well. So follow along.
What is hormone replacement therapy and how is it beneficial? Hormone replacement therapy, often abbreviated as HRT, is a medical treatment that involves the use of bioidentical hormones to help replenish and balance the body's natural hormone levels. This therapy is commonly prescribed to individuals who are experiencing hormonal imbalances or deficiencies. Some symptoms may range from fatigue and muscle loss to decreased libido and mood disturbances. Hormone replacement therapy can also help build and maintain strong, lean muscle mass, boost energy and stamina, and even enhance cognitive function. Additionally, it can also help prevent osteoporosis by maintaining bone density and even improve cardiovascular health by positively impacting cholesterol levels and blood flow. Titan Medical Center has helped patients nationwide for over a decade, providing unparalleled medical services and therapies to regain their vitality, comfort, and overall quality of life. We offer a multifaceted approach to restoring hormonal balance and optimizing the overall health and quality of life in our male and female patients. For more information, call or text Titan Medical Center today at 727-389-3220 or visit us online at TitanMedicalCenter.com.
Become TitanStrong. Call or text 727-389-3220. Are you one of those guys that go up to younger guys and say, I used to look like you when I was at your age? Well, you know what? Age is just a number. Why don't you get back to that beautiful physique that you had before? Call or text us at 727-389-3220 to be the best version of you. What's up, guys? I'm John.
I'm Sharisse.
And we're back with another Cupid's Corner. That's right, me and my beautiful little wife over here. Every week I bring you guys great tips, tricks, information, and things that will hopefully accelerate, ignite, and take your relationship to a whole new healthy level.
I like that word, accelerate.
Accelerate, right?
One, yeah.
It means speeding to get there. Mm-hmm. We want to make sure we're doing it the right way too. So every week we're bringing you guys these great tips and tricks and information, like I said. And it's something that me and Sharisse maybe have went through our 15 years of relationship here, and marriage and kids, or different things that we picked up either from couples that we know or have seen out and about. So at that point, we can help you guys because you know what? Love's not easy, and relationships are not easy either.
Sometimes they can't, they won't. I mean, it's easy with John, but sometimes it really can't be easy.
Yeah, so at that point, it's always a work in progress, right? So you want to be the best you can for your partner and vice versa, reciprocating that back. So this week is a good one, I think, for couples too, as well as single people. Because if you're single, don't worry. Just take all this great information we're giving you guys, store it in the back of that head, and at that point, utilize it for your future relationships, and hopefully that'll be a successful one. But when we talk about life's pressures and how to deal with it, whether you're a couple or you're a single person, I think there's pros and cons to both avenues unless you have a good partner, okay? And, the pro is to me, I think that when you have a partner there and it's a good partner, when you are going through life's problems of whatever it is, now that might be affecting both of you guys at the same time too, so this can kind of veer the partner away then at that point. But if it's going through it by yourself and your partner's there, then they can support you and help you and kind of get you back to where you need to be and make sure you don't go too far down and spiral, right? Because it happens to people. Mm-hmm. They get down on themselves and sometimes people can't pick themselves back up, and that's what a good partner can do for you. Mm-hmm. Now, on the other end of it, if there's something that's affecting both partners at the same time, or the situation that affects you guys both, right? Then at that point you're going to have to work with each other because you're both down.
It can be tough too, because if you guys are both going through something at the same exact time, whether it's over one thing together or you guys are both, let's say you guys are both going through job issues.
Yeah.
Right? Both you guys, and that's a tough one. And I know it's a hot button for a lot of people out there because a lot of people fight about finances. So if you guys are both going through, let's say job issues, you have to ask yourself, like, how do you support your partner when you're going through it too? Mm-hmm. So there's got to be a happy medium somewhere in there. And I really think learning your partner and your partner's behaviors and some of your partner's gestures and picking up on just signs, behaviors, and different things that you've picked up over the years, months, weeks, trends, I think it's important to pay attention to it and then apply it to how you're reacting or how you're handling the situation.
Yeah, I mean, I think, the one, and that's one of the biggest arguments and divorce breakers is financial problems with the couples. Mm-hmm. And, whether you're single or you're a couple, it doesn't discriminate. There's people that just are not financially sound or know what to do with money, or they're really bad with money, okay? Yeah. And at that point, that affects the partner, that affects the person. And, the financial thing, if, you're both losing your job per se, right? Then you gotta come up with a plan together, whether it's, you gotta help each other out. You might only have one car, so you have to go, hey, listen, I'm gonna take you to yours, you're gonna take me to my interview, and this is how we're gonna work it. So you have to have a game plan together. So I think communication, talking is key to this.
Always communication is key.
And coming up with a battle plan instead of fighting each other on it. I think, being open with your partner and being able to help in that light is going to help you guys both out. And, one gets up, and at that point the other one gets up, and then you guys are both up together.
And you guys can't both be down or both be up at the same time if you guys are both going through it at the same time.
It's tough, Listen, we're not immune to stuff like that too. There's been bad things that have happened to me and Sharisse, and it hit us both at the same point in time. So at that point, it's like, we both had to do what we had to do to get up together, right? And we both support each other. And there's been a lot of different things. I mean, a minute thing, in the light of things, not to me, obviously, is, my dog just getting cancer, right? Lymphoma. So that hit the family real hard. We're all down. Mm-hmm. It's hard to get up just talking about that situation. That's not a relationship thing, but it's just a little fine-tuned example.
Well, I mean, it's kind of one of the reasons why we maybe did this episode too. We like to try to keep it current with even like what's going on with me and John. Sometimes it has nothing to do with what's going on with me and John, because me and John, some of the things we bring up on here, we've already been there, done that. We're not doing it again, kind of thing. We're definitely not doing it again. So, but finding out something like that takes a toll on the entire family, obviously, because pets are, kids. They are our kids. So, I got like 7 kids. John's dad counts as 2. But regardless, they are like kids. So, you got to figure out, like, when one person's down, like, which one is gonna, I mean, both of you guys can cry at the same time, but, which one of you guys is gonna do a pat on the back and be like, all right, it's gonna be okay. And then the next one's gonna be like, all right, it's gonna be okay. And you guys have each other's, learning who they are. Some people, they want to be left alone. And they just need to process it. Mm-hmm. They gotta process it, and they want to be left alone. And it doesn't mean you have to leave them alone for days. Just you gotta maybe leave them alone for a little bit, let them process it, and just let them go through it. However they handle it. I mean, I was even telling my son, people handle things differently, and that goes for relationships too. Everybody handles things differently. Some people, they want you to be by their side, and just maybe ask them every 5 minutes, like, "Are you okay? Are you okay? Are you okay? Are you sure you're okay? Are you okay?" I mean, some people actually want that. It's crazy to think that, but maybe they don't want time to process it, which they're going to have to process it eventually. But maybe they don't, and they want to be, sidetracked per se. So, you really need to learn your partners, what they want, what they need, and, be able to provide that for them based on what you know about them.
I agree. Yeah.
Right?
Yeah, I think it's a good point. I definitely think it's a good point. I mean, for couples out there, they're, experiencing things like this, like I said, supporting communication and having a game plan together on where you guys are going to go to succeed with this. And nobody's immune to it either, right? Like I said, we have examples of our lives. My friends have examples of their lives. I'm sure you have your own examples of your own life in your relationships too as well. So, with this, there's different ways to be able to handle some of these other pressures too, because it's not just all financial. There's different things, there's expectations that you maybe wanted to achieve, and that's kind of bringing you down, and that's a pressure on you that you haven't accomplished it yet, right? I'm going to have this job by 25, I'm going to be retired by 40, or whatever it may be, and it never happens.
That's mine.
It never happens, right?
That's happening for me.
Or it's been delayed for some reason or another.
A little bit. Yeah.
And you start feeling pressure at that. Women start feeling pressure if they haven't had kids. Some women, I'm not saying all, but women have pressure if they haven't had kids by a certain point, right? Because the biological clock is ticking. In the future we live in today, girls can have kids a lot older, but this is something of concern. It's something that goes on internally with some of the women. Guys, it's a whole different expectation of what you want to be and how you want to be, and that's a life pressure too as well. And just fitting in wherever you're at, right? Your social climate of people and having those pressures of those peoples, right? Whether it's keeping up with the Joneses and this person has this, and you're trying to, it's not you're trying to compete, but you're automatically in that rat race.
Yeah,
to a certain extent, right?
Yeah, I definitely.
You get kind of dragged into that, and that's another life pressure you might have to deal with. There's so many out there, and then kids. That's another aspect of a relationship. Then when you get to that level of pressures,
you got to be able to agree to disagree, and then disagree, and then agree again, on different things with what's going on with your kids.
And hopefully, you stay in that relationship with your partner, and that the child has a father and a mother that are right there. But that doesn't happen a lot either these days.
No.
And I'm no problem if you want to get a divorce. We've had divorce. That is what it is. But at that point, it's like you want to do what's best for the kid. And listen, if you guys can't get along together and you guys are better separate, then that's what's best for the kid, I guess. Everybody's different. And from my eyes, I don't think so. But some people's eyes, it is what it is.
We're old school, so work through it, make it happen.
I think you got to work out the problems. I think there's too many people out there that want to take the easy way out.
Yeah, they just give up too easily.
It's so easy to pull that that parachute and just get out and eject. So it's tougher to stay in that, work out the issues. But
remember though, utilize all of your scenarios as you guys grow together, because that's what's supposed to happen. Utilize every single one of them. Don't look at them as a bad situation. Try to turn it into a positive thing where it's like, okay, this is just another building block on top of another thing that we're going to build our big relationship on.
Yep.
We're going to get through it together. Whether it's your problem, my problem, our problem, it doesn't matter. We're going to get through it together.
Yep.
That's going to be the key.
Definitely. So that's it. Another week of Cupid's Corner by me and my beautiful wife, Sharisse. Make sure you guys can tune in every Sunday at 11 a.m. here on ABC. Or if you don't get to catch on ABC, you can DVR it. And if you're not in the state of Florida, no problem. It's on all our social media platforms. But I would go over to YouTube and go over there and subscribe after you type in TitanMedical Center and find our page.
Yep.
Subscribe, get to see all these great shows and more. And then me and Sharisse are always going to be bringing great topics and information for you guys to help you guys out. And if you guys have anything you think we'd like to talk about or you want to talk about, then just send us a DM and maybe we'll bring it up on a show and answer your questions or go over these different things for you guys. So we see you next week, 11 a.m. Sunday on ABC for another Cupid's Corner with me and my beautiful wife, Sharisse.
See you then.